All right, let's talk about human growth and development. And while that might sound like a 7th grade class that you might have taken, it is very applicable when we start to study how to be more successful in business and life. When we look at real estate, we look at 4 things. We look at the attraction business, and quite honestly, number 1 is we're in the human attraction business. If you don't have any clients, if you don't know how to attract clients, you're never going to sell any homes and you're never going to have any success. When we're talking about attraction, we really want to talk about the story that we're trying to tell. And this is something that I speak to our agents about all the time. If you're looking to attract your clients or you're looking to attract agents, you need to be able to tell your authentic story and allow people to get to know you. This is something we focus on here all the time. That's why you see us putting out all sorts of videos, whether it's professionally created or it's just organic from a cell phone. We want to give the viewer an inside look of what we're doing here in our business. Ultimately, you're going to attract your ideal client by the story that you're telling and the version that you're giving the audience, which always is best if it is authentic and real. The more real you can be, the more attractive you become to your clients, potential clients, and agents, because people realize that that's actually you as a person and it's not fabricated. When we're talking about telling the story, I always think about the hero's journey. This is something that you could Google to get more information on, but very simply what it is the hero's journey is a story about how you venture out to go solve a problem. And then when you're solving that problem, what are you doing and what are you gaining along that adventure? And then when you bring it back home, what did you learn from it and how are you going to implement that to change your life or your business? The more you can help tell the story about how you're solving problems for your clients, for your agents, and for yourself, the more relatable and trustworthy you're going to become. Because flip that situation, if you're a client watching a real estate agent online talking about the complex problems and the strategies used to get over those problems, you're going to become a more attractive option when they decide to transact real estate. The same goes for building a business, whether you're building a team, whether you're building a real estate brokerage, or any company in general, the same principles apply. When we're talking about human behavior, we're studying how people work. The more you can understand about this, the more successful you're going to be in handling all the situations that come up in real estate. And when you're running teams or brokerages, understanding what motivates your agents, what gets them to show up, what moves the needle is very important when it comes to overall success. Because at the end of the day, you're never going to force a human being to do something if they really don't want to do it. So the deeper you can get at figuring out why somebody is here in the first place, or what motivates them, or what can help move the behavior, the bigger the result you're going to get. And that's something we've learned along the way of building Pemberton homes. And human retention. So this is one of the most important parts, but often forgot. If you just have a revolving door of clients or agents coming into your company, you're going to be very transactional and you're not going to retain long-term, which if you don't retain long-term, you're not going to have growth. Because if you bring 10 in and you lose 10 at the same time, it's net even growth. So in order to retain and grow, you need to be able to figure out how to best systematize your business so that you can be in more places at one time. And this works with your clients, this works with agents. Whether you have 5 clients right now and you want to get to 10, the more efficient you can become in your business, the more you can retain those clients as listings sit on the market, the more successful you're going to be as well. We see teams all the time who bring in agents and they leave 6 months later or they leave 1 year later. Any team that can keep agents past 2 years is going to have a much higher level of long-term growth because they focus on what matters most to that agent and how to retain the agent long-term. Things that play into this, number 1, the ability to grow. Agents will leave companies typically for 2 reasons. Either the leader failed them or they don't have any more room to grow. And so it's our jobs to constantly be allowing agents to grow and helping them do so. And when you do it, agents stay and your company grows as well. The same thing goes for your clients, specifically in markets where listings sit on the market longer than 90 days, which we're in one right now. If you have listings that sit for more than 90 days and you don't have solid systems in place to communicate with your clients, to provide data to your clients, to be in touch and give them relevant information all the time, they're going to wonder, what is this agent doing for me? The best way to do this is to time block your schedule and build in blocks of time to do this each week. I recommend twice a week, and one should be focused on communication and check-ins. The other should be focused on data and performance. Obviously, retention is critical in every real estate business. Don't make this your fourth concentration. Think about this in the early stages of how you're going to build your career, and you'll thank yourself 6 months later from it, because you'll be more equipped to retain clients long term. When we think about human development, specifically what I'm talking about is how are you developing your clients into being the best clients they can be? And it starts with forecasting the expectation of how this transaction is going to go. 92% of people admit that they don't know the next step in a real estate transaction. So if you're able to lay that out, similar to what a roadmap would be, the client is always going to know what comes next, and they're always going to know what to expect. And so developing your clients into the version of the client that you want is critical, because the better you can do it, the longer you can retain them, and the happier they're going to be. And on top of that, the more efficient your business will be, because you'll be able to take on more clients and grow your business even bigger.